All right, what's up, everybody? Plant-based homestead prepper. Welcome. My name is Roderick Chappelle. Want to thank you guys for being here. And in this video, I normally don't talk politics on this channel, but I have to today because it's going to be it's going to tie into what we all got going on. Okay, so as one of my mentors, Pastor Joe Fox, used to say, I don't know if he does it anymore. Cue the intro. You guys know I'm known for the live beatbox intro, so I'm gonna give you guys one. You ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Plant-based homestead prepper, where we make prepping fun. And I used to edit all that stuff out and everything, but I was like, you know, if you guys like it, it saves me some time definitely by not editing. So we just do the live intro, and I try not to do it all the time, just to give you guys something to look forward to, like every 3 or 4 videos. But anyway, I want to talk today. Had a little drive time, and I've been thinking about this topic of the impeachment of President Trump. And I know this is going to be a touchy subject for some. This is going to be a very glorious subject for others. And I'm coming to you from the perspective of just someone who has their eyes wide shut. Okay. I'm getting old enough to a point where I feel like I've seen it all. The moment I think I've seen it all, something else happens. I'm like, what in the world? So I want you guys to understand, listen, everything in Washington is all smoke and mirrors. So everything on TV is smoke and mirrors. If you think news is news, then you really, I'm gonna try to put it up here to give you guys a little better. I don't know if that's better or not. But if you watch the news and you believe anything on the news, you're crazy. They came in, okay, prime example. These people can't even get the freaking weather forecast right half the time. Let's just talk about simple weather forecasting. They can't get that right. Now they claim it's going to be 90-something degrees a day. They might be right. They might be wrong. They said the Dorian is going to just tear up our whole entire area. We barely had any rain. So when you look at news, look at it with some look at it with what is the agenda? Okay, look at it as what are we doing, what are we blowing smoke over here? Say, hey, look over here, so you miss what's going on back there. You see what I'm saying? So this impeachment stuff is, and I tell you one thing that the impeachment conversation has done, it has caused the stock market to start tanking. Okay? Now I play the stock market, and I hit right before this little impeachment stuff, I said, boom, it's about time for the stock market to turn around and start going in the up direction. Well, I jumped in, I bought me some stuff, and I said, wait a minute. Now I'm going to, if they didn't start talking about impeachment, I've been seeing the stocks do this. So that's one thing that is happening and has happened. But anytime you hear any kind of news story, don't jump on the bandwagon. Try to figure out and understand what the opposite is, and that's probably going to be the truth. So they're talking about impeachment, investigation. How does that affect your house? And anytime I hear anything, a news story event, a huge, something's happening. North Korea launched a new missile. Okay, well that right there, that could affect me. You see what I'm saying? Whether Donald Trump gets impeached or not impeached, or they have an investigation, or no investigation, how does it affect your house? You know, how are you personally, how is your finances personally affected by things that go on? Now, gas prices starting to trickle up. It should be coming down now. It's getting close to the wintertime. Fall and winter historically are lower gas prices. I went and got gas the other day and it was like 18 cents higher than what it normally is. And you don't even hear about this missile strike anymore in Saudi Arabia or wherever it was. You don't even hear about that anymore. Why? Because it's been brushed under the rug. And see, me, I look at things like this. I'm like, how do we even know there was a missile strike? We don't. Who was there? Who was on the ground? Who actually had live video footage of the missiles coming in? I'm kind of like, I'm kind of like Thomas in the Bible. Unless I see it, and I only believe half of what I see. It's so much trickery and buffoonery and blow smokery and behind the curtain-ery that I don't believe none of it. I don't believe anything I hear and only half of what I see. And that's just the way I live, especially when it comes to the news. So I want to encourage you guys to stop buying into all of this BS. Stop listening to, and I listen to talk radio too, which makes me double just crazy. When I'm not on YouTube trying to figure out how to blow the channel up and learning from other YouTube creators and edutainers. When I'm not doing that, I'm listening to talk radio so I can be up on current events. And I used to be staunch, diehard. I'm not even gonna tell you what I used to be, because then you guys may have a bias of it. But I used to be one way on the spectrum. Then I shifted and I was a total opposite of the spectrum. Now I'm like, you know what? All you fools are crazy. And remember this, politicians are all about control, and they're all about lining their own pockets. If they truly cared for the people, think about this. If politicians truly cared for the people, wouldn't you? I mean, put yourself in the place. If you had the power, wouldn't you balance the budget? Wouldn't you start getting America out of debt? Wouldn't you create jobs? Wouldn't you make it where everybody had a fair shake? I mean, think about that. So that just goes to show you right there. And I've been around 45 years, and it's the same thing. I will tell you this though: the way we look at politics is the way we look at our house. How does it affect our house? And if it doesn't affect us personally and directly, you know what we do? We keep working. Because that is the only way that I know that you can change your circumstance and change your finances and change your credit and get you some land and buy you a house. That's the only way I know how to do it, is get out here and labor. Work, work, work. It's like that Rihanna song, work, 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 work. Work. Well, you got to work. And unfortunately, if you're on disability or you have some kind of condition where you can't physically go and work, then guess what? Start you a business. Start you a YouTube channel. Start something that you can do that's going to potentially and sometime in the future produce you some more income. Because I'm going to tell you this, in this world we live in, no finance, no romance, no money, no honey. I'm just telling you the truth. So I just wanted to come in and talk a little bit about that. And I've been trying to stay away from topics like that, because I don't want my channel to turn into the political review. But I think every now and then it's probably going to be a good idea for me to come in and just give you guys my thoughts on certain hot topics, because honestly, y'all, it's not going to affect your household. Yeah, that little hundred $150. I put it to the stock market. If you're playing in the stock market, or you're playing in investments, or you're messing around and you're trying to invest in a company, and you're doing it with money that you need, you're already a fool. You're already losing, because anytime, I want y'all to understand this, anytime, and that's spelled N space E T-Y-M-E, any time that you are doing anything with your money, if you're taking the money that you need and you're trying to do something else with it, then you shouldn't be doing that. Should not. And that's the tip of the day right there. If you're taking your rent money, and see, the only reason I can tell you guys, because I've done this kind of silly stuff. If you're taking your rent money or your mortgage money and you're trying to invest in something, you're a fool, okay? And I love you enough to tell you the truth. I love you enough to be like, hey, don't do that. Because I don't know if you guys have realized this, but boom, 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 boom. News flash. Money is hard to come by. And even if it comes easy for a period of time, you can always have an extenuating circumstance that could cut it off just like that. You could get sick today, get some kind of debilitating, is that the right word? Get some kind of something to happen to you where you can't get up and work. Because your greatest asset and your greatest ability right now is your ability to go out and make a living for your family. Keep that in mind. Now, some of us are trying to change our situations where we get out the city, we're trying to move out into a more rural area, we're trying to build and establish homesteads. I get that. But keep the main thing the main thing. The main thing right now, especially if you're in the city like we are, then you got to get up and you got to go hustle. You got to sit in this traffic like I'm sitting in. And you got to wait for people in front of you to move so people in front of them can move, and people in front of them can move. And that's just things you got to do, because that is your situation right now. But all the silly stuff you keep hearing on the news and on TV, and if you're getting emotionally involved in either position, whether you want the president impeached or you don't want him impeached, look at it like that. Some people are putting energy into, oh yeah, let's impeach him. Other people, oh, that's not impeaching. He's a very president. What in the world? I mean, seriously. Whether you want him impeached or not impeached, guess what? It's not going to matter. It's not good. You have no control. And then I saw a poll the other day, he flashed. It was like, 57% of Americans want the president impeached. I wasn't asked. Where'd you get that freaking number from? Who did you ask? What demographic did you call? Or did you just pull some number out the top of your head? And always consider the sources. Because see, you're going to have some news media, they're going to be like, oh yeah, the president's doing a great job. You're going to have other news sources. Oh yeah, he's the worst president of all time. He's a racist. He's this, he's that. And guess what? At the end of the day, the president is not going to come and write a check for your mortgage. The president's not going to come and pay your light bill. The president is not going to come in and save you. So, with all that being said, make sure you watch one of these videos that I'm posting. Stay on this channel. Get real good information. And remember, like, subscribe, comment, hit the bell notification. And when you've done all that, email me at Plant-Based Homestead Prepper and let's become friends. All right, I will see you guys on the next video. Thank you for being here. Take care.
Subscribe to our channel.
Subscribe to our channel. Yes, subscribe to our channel. Say it again.
Subscribe to our channel.
Yes, subscribe.
Subscribe to our channel.
Subscribe to our channel. Yes, subscribe to our channel. Say it again.
Subscribe to our channel.
Yes, subscribe.